Imagine being asked to produce a liter of oil without using heat, chemical solvents, or complex refining processes. Just a fruit. That's exactly what makes olive oil so unique. Unlike many vegetable oils that require heavy industrial processing, olive oil is essentially a fruit juice extracted mechanically. Yet behind this apparent simplicity lies a race against time. Because the moment an olive leaves the tree, its quality begins to change. And sometimes, just a few hours can make the difference between an ordinary oil and an exceptional one. Everything begins in the olive groves. These iconic Mediterranean trees can live for hundreds of years. Some productive specimens standing today were already alive long before the Industrial Revolution. But when harvest season arrives, growers aren't focused on the age of the tree. They're focused on the fruit. Over the course of several weeks, olives gradually change color. They go from green to purple and eventually black. This transformation is far more than cosmetic. It directly affects both the amount of oil contained inside the fruit and its flavor profile. Harvesting early generally produces oil that is greener, more intense, and richer in aromatic compounds. Waiting longer often increases oil yield. Every producer must therefore find their own balance between quality and quantity. Once the ideal moment arrives, harvesting begins. In some regions, olives are still picked by hand or with mechanical combs that gently remove the fruit from the branches. Large nets spread beneath the trees catch the olives before they reach the ground, because a damaged olive can quickly develop defects that may later appear in the oil. In modern orchards, the scene looks very different. Massive harvesting machines move above the rows of olive trees. Within seconds, they shake the trees, collect the fruit, and transfer it into storage bins. The time savings are enormous, and in this industry, time is everything. Once harvested, the olives must reach the mill as quickly as possible. Heat, impacts, and poor ventilation can accelerate deterioration. That's why olives are typically transported in ventilated crates rather than compressed sacks. When they arrive at the mill, the olives are weighed and registered. Each batch is identified to ensure complete traceability. Then the preparation phase begins. The fruit often contains leaves, small branches, dust, and sometimes even tiny stones. Industrial air separators first remove the leaves. The olives are then washed thoroughly with water. A few minutes later, they are clean and ready for the next step, crushing. This is where the fruit truly begins to reveal its contents. Whole olives are fed into a crusher. The skin, flesh, and pit are all crushed together. What emerges is no longer recognizable as fruit, yet the oil is already there. It is simply trapped inside countless microscopic cells. The challenge now is to release it. The paste is transferred into large tanks called malaxers. Several dozen minutes, it is slowly mixed. This step may seem simple, but it is crucial. The tiny oil droplets dispersed throughout the paste gradually begin to come together. Temperature is carefully monitored throughout the process. Excessive heat could alter aromas and reduce quality. This is where the concept of cold extraction becomes important. The goal is to preserve as much of the olive's natural character. Once malaxation is complete, the paste is ready for the most impressive stage of the entire process, centrifugation. At the heart of the modern olive mill sits a massive horizontal centrifuge. Its operating principle is remarkably simple. When a mixture spins fast enough, its components separate according to their density. Inside the machine, the olive paste is subjected to forces equivalent to thousands of times Earth's gravity. The result looks almost magical. The oil appears for the very first time since the process began, but it is not yet perfectly pure. It still contains tiny solid particles and traces of moisture. Some producers then choose to filter it. Others prefer to let it settle naturally. Once extraction is complete, a new enemy appears: oxygen. Olive oil is a living and fragile product. To protect it, the oil is stored in large stainless steel tanks. These reservoirs shield the product until bottling. Before reaching consumers, the oil undergoes a series of quality controls. Laboratories analyze multiple chemical parameters to verify its quality, but machines alone cannot tell the whole story. Specially trained tasting panels also evaluate every batch. Their mission is to identify desirable aromas as well as potential defects. If all tests are successfully passed, the oil can finally be bottled. They are automatically filled, sealed, and labeled. Most producers favor dark-colored bottles. Dark glass provides an additional layer of protection. The bottles are then packed into cartons, stacked on pallets, and shipped to distributors around the world. Only a short time earlier, the oil was still trapped inside fruit hanging from an olive tree. After harvesting, cleaning, crushing, centrifugation, quality testing, and bottling, it finally reaches our kitchens. And that's what makes olive oil so fascinating. A simple fruit transformed into one of the world's most celebrated foods.